Hi everybody, happy Saturday. Welcome to the live show. I've got a big giveaway today, giving away this mask. I'll let you guys start coming on. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of a lecture on red light therapy wearing this mask that is the giveaway for today. So let me just tell you real quick, this mask is valued at $350. This is from Ditiana. This is the Ditiana Camelier face mask that is 350 bucks. And this is literally, I'm giving this away tomorrow. So if you guys are on this show right now, press that little arrow in the little airplane button in the corner, send it to a couple of friends. Then when I post this to my main feed, we all need this. When I post this to my main feed, you'll tag a couple of friends and I'm going to announce the winner tomorrow. Oh, you're the reason I bought the Dr. Pen. Oh my God, I love the Dr. Pen. Aloha, Hawaii. Hi, Missouri. Hi, everybody. Yes, it's a big one today. Let me tell you a little bit about this, and then I'm going to talk about red light therapy because I don't know if I'm able to, even though you can see my eyes are open, if I'm able to kind of go through a lecture like this. I've already got one. Yay. Okay. Well, I've got several, and they make great gifts as well. Mother's Day gifts, things like that. But I am going to talk about the concept of red light therapy and a little bit of the science behind it. Because these red light masks are like so hot right now, but the science has been around for a long time. I'm going to turn the big number and the birthday on April 8th. I'm getting old. Don't cry about that. I'm going to be 56 in April. I'm going to be 56 April 10th. I'm very excited about my age. Somebody just said, I just bought the Dr. Pen. Amazing. How do we enter? Is this an international giveaway? It is an international giveaway. How you enter is, if you can, invite a few friends here. You can just use that little paper airplane. But when I post this to my main feed, which I'm going to do after this live show, then you tag 3 people there. Make sure you follow me, obviously. Tag 3 people there. You have the same birthday? Amazing. Skippo11, April 10th. You're an Aries. Yay. Me too. I'm going to be 56 April 10th. So you tag 3 people after I post it to my main feed. Okay. Turning 50 April 21st for craft's sake. Welcome to your 50s. It's fabulous, I have to say. It's way better than I ever thought 50 was going to be. I'm feeling more of myself. My boundaries are better, like just a lot of stuff. April 10th, Skippo, yay, same exact birthday. Okay, let me tell you about what's up for grabs with this, okay? This is by Ditiana. This is the Ditiana Camelier face mask. It retails for 350 bucks. You could, with my link, if you just DM me the word red light afterwards, I'll give you my top picks and clickable links for all of them. This will be in one of them. Okay, so this will be one of the top picks. For this one, you have a discount code Live Young, and it gives you $50 off of this. So instead of $350, it's $300. Reduces acne, fine lines, wrinkles. It's all natural, no pain, no side effects. I'm just reading over their little bullet points here. No downtime. It's medical grade silicone. It's flexible, which is super comfortable. And I'm going to go over in a little bit what you want to look for when you're buying a red light therapy mask, because not all red light therapy masks are made equally. The amount of power, the comfortability, the wearability, whether it's portable, how close the LED is to your face, how many light bulbs there are. There's a lot of things to consider. But this has blue, amber, red, and near infrared. There's 240 LEDs here. It's a battery life of 2 hours. And it's FDA cleared, all that stuff, FDA, SE, ISO, FCC. The wavelengths for this, for the red, is 633 nanometers. Now, if you guys have seen any of my other lectures that I've done on red light therapy, you know that that therapeutic wavelength is between 630 and 680 nanometers of red light. That's where all the research is. If you're going below that, because let me see, oh my God, I'm going to try to do this with this red light therapy mask on. But if you're going below that, let me just see if I can find that paperwork that had to do with the lights. Maybe I can't. And maybe we'll just have to wing it. Yeah, here we go. So if you're looking at the light spectrums, red light is actually between 620 and 750 nanometers. That is not what is considered to be, that is the full spectrum of red. That's not what's considered to be the therapeutic, the one that's really going to contact those mitochondria in your skin cells to produce more ATP. I'm going to get to that. But what we're looking for the red light is not the full spectrum of 620 to 750, but we're really looking between 630 and 660 nanometers. This is 633, so it's right in that sweet spot. And so is some of the other masks that I have, like the Omnilux. This is also between 633, and this is also flexible. So if you just DM me after this red light, I'm going to give you all of my favorite red light devices. But this particular mask, you know, there's lots of different price points when it comes to red light therapy masks. And this particular mask is at, with the discount, $300. That's a pretty good price for what you're getting with a mask like this, because you are paying a bit extra to have something, you know, that's portable. Same with the Omnilux. Same with the Current Body. These are portable masks. Wow, that looks really kind of, I should put this like on a pumpkin or something during Halloween, right? That looks like, it's a little bit strange. But these kind of devices that I talk about are all within that therapeutic wavelength. That is not necessarily true with all the shit that you can buy on Amazon these days. I'm telling you, there is some red light therapy masks out there that I just kind of think, wow, people are wasting their money on that. And speaking of which, I want to talk about one. Ooh, I hope I don't get sued. I really hope I don't get sued. This thing, which is the Solar Wave. I just want to talk about the concept just quickly of when you're looking for red light therapy. This thing, which is about the size of a razor, that is $169. They now reduced the price, I think, to $109, but I think that's temporary. $169. The head of it is the size of a razor. And this was in, gosh, my husband just gave this to me. I don't know if this was in New York Times. I'm not sure where he got this from, but a very substantial magazine. And it says, I'm 40 and my skin's never looked this good. And I think like, man, let me get a hold of this person. I'm 40 and my skin has never looked better. That's what it says. I bought this I'm just going to read it. It's very, very short. It says, I bought this red light wand about a year ago, sucked in by all the ads on social media promising smooth lines and less acne. Yeah, because that's what red light does, and that's what blue light does. Before the Solar Wave, I tried the New Face, which quickly gave up because the brand's serum was too costly. New Face is a microcurrent, has nothing to do with red light therapy. So you don't give up one modality for another. It does completely different things, okay? But we're only talking about red light therapy. This person who wrote the article gave up a microcurrent and bought this Solar Wave, which is also microcurrent, but it's really not a great microcurrent device, you guys. It's not a good microcurrent device. It literally helps a little bit with lymphatic drainage, and then you've got this little wand of red light that you're moving around your face. Think about moving the size of like this kind of wand, the tip of this around your face. Imagine you're only getting red light in the area that you're moving the wand. Okay, I want to continue here. And this one's $169. Ooh, okay, I just finished with my red. I want to do a blue now as well. So I'm going to turn this back on. This is on a timer. Let's see. I want to do, let's do a little bit of blue. Do a little bit of blue here. Okay, that's going to help me read a lot better too. It's going to help me read a lot better. So this will have orange, red. Yeah, okay, we're going to do a little bit of blue light here. Okay, so going back to this solar wave, it says they gave up the new face, but they tried the new face, but quickly gave up because the serum was too expensive. Remember, you guys, when you're talking about serums, when it has to do with microcurrent, don't ever buy the serums that they require you to buy. You can get like an ultrasound gel on Amazon for like $11. So don't give up on a modality of something, whether it's microcurrent or whatever, or radio frequency, because the cost of the conductive gel, literally, I think this is less than $20 on Amazon. It's on my Amazon storefront. Okay, so don't give up on microcurrent just because the gel is expensive. It's not. Okay, so about 4 times a week. So they started doing the solar wave with the cheaper serum about 4 times a week. And then they did it for the 12 minutes. And she said she just turned 40 and marveled at how her skin was, and telling her friends to rub her face as she didn't have makeup on. $169 for a little wand. The only reason why I'm telling you this is because it's a microcurrent device and a red light therapy device in one. These kind of devices that combined a modality with red light therapy are generally, in general, not giving you everything that you need. Even devices that I love, like this is by Even Skin. This is the Lumo. I want to show you their red light. Okay, what you're getting with this is you're getting the red and the blue light, but you're moving this around with with other types of modalities, electric muscle stimulation and with radio frequency, so that when you're moving this around your face, that is the only surface area that you're covering. So when you're talking about using red light, using a mask that, and I can take this off now, but using a mask that gives you more coverage, that's what you're really wanting. My face is probably going to be a little, woo, here I am. Hi, everybody. Okay. So again, flexible mask is always beneficial as opposed to the helmet mask. And the reason is because during the treatment area, I'll turn this back to red. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the science. Once we get through this mask, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why red light therapy is so important. But in masks like this, when you've got the treatment LEDs right up against the skin, that's going to be your best type of treatment. So when you're looking for a mask, you're looking for the number of bulbs. What does the mask offer? If it offers things like blue light, does it offer the yellow light? Does it offer red light? Does it offer near infrared? This offers all of that. And not that you necessarily need that. I'm going to go over that in a little bit as well. But having the number of bulbs be sufficient, and you can easily get that information off of any website. But just even looking at these two, the Omnilux is a more expensive device. And there's reason for it, because the number of bulbs that you're getting is very different, right? There's a little bit more. Just look at the nose situation. And I'm not saying that this isn't a great device, because it is. It is. It's cheaper, but it's a great device. So this is the one that I'm giving away for free for one lucky winner, and it's going to be announced tomorrow. But that said, when you're looking for a device, you want something that's flexible, something that's comfortable to wear, something that's portable, the right wavelength, which this one has. And that's really kind of what you're wanting to look for. So for $350 with a $50 discount, $300, that's a really good deal for that giveaway. Yay. Okay. Now I just want to talk a little bit about, hi everybody. Let me just scroll down and make sure I didn't miss anything while I had the mask on. I've heard the little one wasn't any good from listen, somebody just said, what's best for the neck tightening? For tightening of the neck, I like radio frequency, right? To get right up there in that jaw, for tightening the neck. But red light therapy stimulates collagen and elastin. So I have the neck attachment for the Omnilux. I'm just going to put this on. You know what? I'm going to put this on during this. Because why not? Let me get a little bit of a treatment in while I'm doing this. So this is great for treating the neck for anything. Anytime you're stimulating collagen and elastin, you're treating crepey skin, right? You're treating the tightening of that, because it's when we lose collagen and elastin that skin structure starts to break down, and that's when we get the fine lines and wrinkles and the crepey kind of skin. Love this light. I would love this one. Okay, so to enter, before I start this little short lecture, I was dropped out and was wondering about neck tightening at home. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would do like these attachments. Again, you guys don't have to necessarily buy attachments like this. I'm not here to sell you products. I'm here to teach you how to find the products. Because I get asked a lot, I do have discount codes on certain ones. I'm very honest about that. I have a discount code for the Omnilux. I have a discount code for the Ditiana that is up for grabs today. So this has a discount code. All you do is afterwards, you just DM me the word red light, and I'll give you all of my favorites. Okay, but again, I wanted to talk about this one behind me. This is by Ultimate LED. No, sorry, this is Platinum LED. I used to have one by Ultimate LED. This is Platinum LED. I just want to show you how amazing this device is, because red light therapy is not just for skin. There's so many other health benefits for red light therapy. So to be able to have a big panel like this, and I'm going to talk about the depths and stuff that it goes, but to be able to have a big panel like this where you're not just talking about like fine lines and wrinkles, but red light and near infrared will go through the epidermis. So through the top layer of the skin, it goes right to those layers of the dermis where collagen is produced and elastin is produced. That's the level, the depth that red light goes to. Near infrared goes even deeper. Near infrared can go to the level of bone, and sometimes we even think bone marrow. So to get a device like this is a very different, a very different treatment than doing something like this or the mask. Yes, it's the same in that you're stimulating that same thing to produce collagen. When we're talking about like the pretty reasons why you would want to use red light therapy, the anti-aging, which we like to call healthy aging now. But those type of superficial stuff on the skin, the fine lines and wrinkles, the skin tone and texture, the improving acne, the stimulating collagen, there's so many different benefits to it, which I can go over. In fact, why don't I do that now? While I've got this on, got a little red light therapy going on in the background. I'm going to just tell you guys a little bit about what all it can do. Let me give you a little history real quick. Let's see, what was the mask you wearing? You do not use a conductive gel with red light therapy. Face mask or full body panel better. If you had to choose one and you've got money to spend, get the full body panel, because you can use it you can use it instead of using something like this. So you don't necessarily need to buy every single thing, right? You don't need to buy the thing for the neck and the one for the hands, which I have and I love, and the big body panel. Save your money and buy different modalities, right? Because like this person who gave up in this little article, they gave up a microcurrent device, a new face microcurrent device, because the gel was too expensive. and instead opted for this little teeny tiny piece of crap that does not do a lot. It helps to lymphatically drain, which is great, but it doesn't even come close to something like a mask and a microcurrent device. Sometimes when they try to combine too many things into an at-home device, you're wasting your money. That's all I don't know how else to say that. If we're talking about a red light therapy device, don't buy this little one. The surface area is too small. If you're talking about you want a red light therapy device, don't buy a Lumo or a radio frequency device because it has red light therapy. That's not going to be your best red light therapy type of treatment, right? They're just adding this extra shit in to make it seem more appealing. And yes, it is slightly more appealing, but it does not take the place of actually doing a full red light therapy treatment in which the surface area that you're wanting to treat is fully covered. Make sense? I'm not saying you can't get a device, like I use this Lumo all the time for radio frequency, for tightening and for muscle stimulation. I use this all the time, but I'm not using this primarily as a red light therapy treatment. I'm using it as a skin tightening for radio frequency. It doesn't take the place of a device that is solely dedicated for red light therapy. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. So that said, if you had to choose between a mask or a full body panel, your skin doesn't stop here. That's not where your skin stops. It's everywhere. So if you could, you want to get the panel. And I know that, listen, everybody has different purchasing abilities. I did not grow up with money, so I've gotten scrappy over the years in purchasing devices and having different devices and making sure I'm not wasting my money. I do that groundwork for you guys because there's a lot of crap on the market. There is a lot of crap on the market. Okay, let me just scroll up here. I love using red lights as a must for every glowing face. Yes, I want to win the mask so bad. Okay, so let me just tell you really quickly. How long can you keep the red light on your face? It depends on the device. You always want to follow the instructions. These panels, this will go for like 30 minutes, and that's fine because you can turn around. These masks, this has a shut off of, I think this timer is adjustable actually. This timer is adjustable. Let me see real quick. This one has a time where you can go up to 30 minutes. And it's interesting that this mask has an adjustable timer because I'll tell you what I do on some of the other masks because I have the Current Body and I also have the Omnilux. On some of the other masks that don't have timers and they're on a 10-minute, this one has a 10-minute timer that shuts off automatically. I will go up to pressing this 3 times, especially if I'm healing from microneedling or if I'm healing from, whatever, I just did a major chemical peel or something. I'll do like 3 presses of this, which will get me up to 30 minutes. Make sense? So I usually do 30 minutes of just about anything, around 30 minutes of just about anything. And if you guys don't have that protocol that shows you how I incorporate all of the different modalities in 30 minutes or less a day, you can just DM me or put in the comment section when I post this protocol and you'll get the calendar that shows how I incorporate everything, whether it's microcurrent, red light therapy, radio frequency, dry brushing, chemical peels. It's all in here. So and it's free. And it's free. Yeah, you just DM me the word protocol and that will go to your inbox in your junk mail. Look under your junk mail right away. It'll be there within 5 minutes from Darnell Cox. Okay, I'm gonna just try to turn all these things off now, although I'm loving kind of getting a little bit of red light, but that might not be great for all of our the lighting here. Okay, so up to 30 minutes I think is a good. The Thera only has a 3 minutes and I feel like it's too short. Which Thera are you talking about? Because I got a lot of Thera products on my Amazon storefront that are red light products. And they're actually very economical devices and really great in terms of, yes, correct therapeutic wavelength, yes, a lot of surface area. The mats, if this is not in your price point, and these are very expensive machines, this is by Platinum LED, this is the Biomax 900, and they have buildable systems for this, but this is on, I have this one currently on one of these, let me give you some, on one of these kind of rolling things, but you can attach these to the wall. You can hang them over the back of your bathroom door. I have a place in my bathroom where I'm going to be attaching this to the wall along with a couple of other ones that I'm going to build into a system so that I have like a, I want to go in like a car wash and have the red light on all the sides. And I don't really have the space to get like one of the big beds. So I'm going to attach some of these panels to the wall. So I don't know which iThera that you're talking about. Amazing. Try radio frequency. So glad you can get us a discount. What are your thoughts about applying green tea 20 minutes before red light? I heard it's helpful. I think it's something that looks good on social media. It doesn't make sense to me. The science of that doesn't make sense to me. I've had a lot of questions about, is it okay to do over the top of sunscreen? I have sunscreen on right now. I don't have makeup on, but I have tinted sunscreen on, and it passes by that top layer of skin. So let me just, while I'm here, so I haven't heard about the green tea, but, oh, for craft's sake, you're so sweet. Okay, let me just, how often do I use them? I'm on red light therapy every single day. Let me tell you, I'm just gonna give you the first, I don't know, let's say that first hour when I wake up. The first hour when I wake up, I drink my 32 ounces of green tea. I did a whole story sequence in which I kind of showed you guys healthy aging wise. Because I am 56, I'm a gerontologist. I'm not 56. I'll be 56 in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'll be 56. And I've gone to school for this. I've learned a lot of stuff in terms of longevity and how everything is so connected with everything else. Your skin is your largest organ. It receives light in the form of sunlight, in the form of red light therapy, in form of like all of these spectrums, and it has direct effects on our whole body systems. And I'm going to go over that. But in terms of how I use this, how I use red light therapy in general, I wake up in the morning, I drink 32 ounces. This is now my mushroom coffee, but I drink 32 ounces of green tea, get outside, have the light, the UV light from outdoors hit the bottom receptors of my eyes. I'm out there for about 10-15 minutes, low level light, low on the horizon. It helps to set that circadian rhythm. I then go and take a freezing cold bath. So I'll fill up my bathtub. You don't need to hack through ice to get a cold plunge. You can do it right in your bathtub. The water that comes out of your bathtub is between 50 and 60 degrees. That is the ideal temperature for a cold plunge. So I just woke up, drank my big thing of tea, went outside, got light on my eye, on my receptors on the lower lids of my eyes, ran the bathtub, jumped in the bathtub for 2 minutes and 48 seconds. I used to think it was 2 minutes and 37 seconds, but it's 2 minutes and 48 seconds. And I know this because that is the entire length of the Rocky theme song. And that's how I have to get into a freezing cold bath, but I do it and it's the perfect timing. I step out of the bath and right into this panel. I say into this panel. But as I'm out of the bathtub, drying off, this panel is on, and I'm applying my skincare kind of at the same time. So I'm standing there about 20 minutes. I'm in this, about 10 minutes on each side. I'm standing in front of this panel. And I'm telling you, you guys, I have been doing this for, I want to say, over 15 years. So red light therapy is kind of new to the scene in terms of social media, but trust me, it's been around for a while and there's a ton of research on it. I want to just scroll down all the way. How many times a week do I use it? I aim for 7. I probably land on about 5 or 6. That's not true. I probably land on about 6 or 7. I aim for 7. I probably land on about 6 or 7. Can you use red light therapy without lotion or serum? Absolutely. I go straight out of the bathtub and do it. Theraface is 3 minutes per light. That seems so short. That seems very short. And I would like to see is that, this is for Kim sorry. I'd like to see which device it is that you're using. 3 minutes per light seems very, very short to me. You want the mask so bad. Yeah, it's a great mask. It's a great mask. And this one is one of the ones, honestly, that I've seen that has the near infrared. A lot of masks don't have near infrared, and remember, near infrared goes in deeper than red light. So the red light is going to get all the surface stuff. You see results in about 30 days. So it gets to that level of the dermis where the skin will renew in about 30 days. And that's when you see all of those benefits with the skin. But the near infrared goes all the way to the bone and to the bone marrow. So is it going through the skull? Is it going through bone? Yeah. So to have a near infrared light in a mask is super important for healthy aging. Do you use red light mask every day, or do you have some days off? Like I said, I aim for 7. I probably land around 6. And when I am recovering from microneedling, which I do once a month on the protocol, when I'm recovering from microneedling, I'm doubling up on my red light during that time. Beautiful, you're an inspiration. Thank you, Izzy. Okay, let's see. So when you say protocol here, everybody, I'm not going to be able to send you that. When I post this to my main feed, in the comment section, you can write protocol. This will come to your inbox in your junk mail in 5 minutes from Darnell Cox. You've got to get in there and get it. Can you tell me the company where the mask is from? This is Ditiana. Here, I'm going to get it right up there. And this has a wavelength. Their red length is 633 nanometers. This normally retails for $350. You can get it for $300 with my $50 code off. So afterwards, when I post this to my main feed, on the comment section in the main feed, you can say red light, and I'll give you the link to all my favorite red light products, which also includes the Eye Restore Professional hair restoration device. So, in fact, I'll probably just keep this on. This is going to leave like a little dent in my head, but okay, I'm going to keep this on while I'm doing this. Okay, let's see if I have any other questions, and then I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of love your videos. Thank you so much. Okay, let me scroll all the way down. Is there panel information where to buy it? Yes, when I post this to my main feed, you're just going to put in the comment section red light. I'm going to give you the links and you can look at them. Okay. I'm not sure why there was a frowny face. Interesting. I bought an infrared mask. Is it TheraPro face mask? That's one on the market now. 3 red, 3 orange, and 3 blue, 9 minutes total. You need to be aware of what you're treating. Okay. I would not use this mask on blue. I don't have acne. I wouldn't use this on a blue setting. I would only use this on a red setting. So when it tells you 3 minutes for this and 3 minutes for this and 3 minutes for that, just know that's a different wavelength, which I'm going to get to right now. Okay. Can this mask also be used for hair loss instead of buying a new one? Yeah. When I travel, I'll put a mask on my head instead of packing something like this. Let me just take this off for a little bit. I'll take this off for a little bit. This is the Eye Restore, and I'm going to get to this, you guys. I'm going to tell you what this is about, but this is the Eye Restore. This is a combination of LEDs and lasers. So it's a combination that stimulates hair growth. And I'm telling you, I've been using Eye Restore. I used to have the professional one. They now came up with the Elite, which I think is only 12 minutes that you're using this. But I have different hair than I used to have. And the way that this works is because our hair is in our skin. I did a whole live on hair loss. So make sure if you missed that live, You can access that live in my story highlights. But you go to my story highlights, you access that live. And what this does is it increases circulation at the hair follicle. So you can take all of the hair vitamins that you want, but if you don't have proper circulation at the hair follicle to get those nutrients to the right place, you're not going to have hair growth. So red light therapy acts as a vasodilator. That's why it helps to decrease blood pressure, but it also helps to grow hair. So this is the Eye Restore, I believe it's the Eye Restore Elite, which is their new one out on the market. You only have to wear it for 12 minutes. Amazing. There's not another one out on the market like this, but when I post this to my main feed and you comment red light, this will also be in that whole section that shows you my favorite red light therapy devices. This is the only one I have for hair because it is by far, I mean, it's not even close, the best on the market. It's expensive, but it's the best on the market. And I can save you a little bit of money with this. So when you DM me red light, you'll get this in that link as well. But you'll also get that if you put that in the caption. Okay, just to reconfirm everybody, so everybody knows what the rules are to win this mask. That'll help me with the hair loss. Yeah. Like I said, when I travel, I don't bring my Eye Restore with me, but I do bring a red light therapy mask always because it's so easy. Look out, it's so easy to pack. Red light therapy masks are so easy to pack. It doesn't mean that you can't wrap this around your neck, put it on your abdomen, use it on your hair. You can. It doesn't mean that you can't use it anywhere else. Yeah, you're going to have the little eye holes, but can you, if you're, scrappy and want to have red light therapy treatments on various parts of your body, can you utilize different types of devices, on different sections? Yeah, it's not going to be as powerful as this because this has lasers too. This is going to be way more effective. But honestly, you're going to get some results wherever you put red light. So to enter this, to win this, when I post this to my main feed, you tag 3 people. So you invite 3 people here with the little airplane. If you're learning something, I always want you to invite people anyways. And then when I post this to my main feed, you tag 3 people, and I'm going to announce the winner tomorrow on tomorrow's live, again at noon. And for those of you guys who, voted for me to have these at noon, man, it's really going to help me out because I get to go to church tomorrow for the first time in I don't know how long. But I'll do my live show at 12, and I will announce the winner of this amazing red light therapy mask tomorrow. So you only have today. And you can also, here's the thing, you can tag 3 people on the post and then comment extra. The more you comment and the more that you invite people, that it increases your chance of winning. When you invite people here, I have somebody we can see, like, if you're inviting people here, you get an extra vote. So we're trying to be super, just trying to get as many people on this as possible. But that is the Ditiana Camelier face mask, which I can also give you a code for, but this is up for grabs tomorrow, and the winner is announced tomorrow. Okay, so red light therapy has been around, like I said, for a very long time. Somebody won the Nobel Prize. It was Niels Feinstein won the Nobel Prize in 1903 for red light therapy. But then there's been numerous studies since then. In the 80s, there was lots of studies on red light therapy. And in fact, astronauts were using light in space to grow fruit, and they realized that the wounds on their hands were healing so much quicker. And so then it started being used a lot in medical settings and stuff like that. In the early 2000s, it took off. So it's not new technology, but it's become more and more available to consumers, to you and I, right? South Korea is always way ahead of the game. So they've been doing this for a long time. And I've been doing red light therapy for 15 plus years. So I know this is new to a lot of people, but it's been around for a while. So for 15 years, I've been doing red light therapy. I'm doing a lot of other stuff. So I can't just only say I look like this at 50, almost 56 because of red light therapy. But red light therapy, like I said, at least 6 days a week, at least 6 days a week. So there's a lot of benefit. And let me tell you what that is. Not only the wound healing, which was discovered by the astronauts, but also hyperpigmentation, age spots, melasma. So why? If you guys can understand the why and the how, you're going to implement it a lot more consistently, right? If you understand, am I just standing in front of a red light just to stand in front of a red light? Or what is it actually doing? If you understand what it's doing and how it does it, you're going to do it a lot more. Okay, so wound healing, hyperpigmentation, age spots, melasma, increases collagen production, increases the moisture in the skin. So women, I don't want to say that. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to say it anyways. If you stand in front of this naked, like just with menopause, everything kind of dries up a little bit with menopause. Our skin moisture decreases with the decrease of estrogen. Red light therapy helps with moisture throughout the entire skin, and your skin covers every place. So increases moisture in the skin, improves photo damage such as broken capillaries, reduces static wrinkles. So static wrinkles are those wrinkles that when you're at rest like this, you don't have, the creases in the skin. Those are static wrinkles. Active wrinkles are the wrinkles that happen when you move your face, which everybody needs to have, or else we wouldn't be able to move our face. But it helps with static wrinkles. Boosts collagen production, I said, improves skin texture, improves the overall tone of the skin, boosts mood, decreases anxiety, decreases depression, decreases inflammation in the body, joint inflammation in the body. It improves and helps with clearer, sharper thinking. So if a red light therapy mask has near infrared and red, we're getting to the point of where we're increasing ATP production in brain cells. Increases circulation throughout the whole body, which is also why it helps with things like Raynaud's. It helps with getting all the nutrients that we're consuming to all the different body parts, helps with hair growth. It's really quite extraordinary, all the things that it does. So how does it work, right? What happens? There's different lights that affect different levels of tissue, and it hits the different levels of tissues in the organelles of a cell. Now, if we were to remember from high school biology, the cell has the cell membrane, it has the cytoplasm, it has the mitochondria, it's got all these other organelles in there. It hits the mitochondria of the cell at different levels in the skin to improve different function of organs. What do you think about the latest news on Botox muscle atrophy? I'm going to get to that. How do you be able to afford one? Rephrase that to how do I afford not to have one? Yeah, that's honestly, Creative Eye Candy, that's a good point. Listen, I'm always going to give you options because I know there are different price points for everybody. And I believe that you should not, great skin shouldn't only be for the rich and famous. I'm sorry. It's not supposed to be like that. So if you go to my linked tree and you click on the little Amazon thing, you'll see that I have a mask on there for, I think, $100 that is in the right wavelength. So I want to make sure that everybody has access to this. And even that is, a lot of people can't even afford that. But it does help with your overall health. So it can improve things in terms of healthy aging in the long run. When we're talking about the light spectrum, we're talking about all the way from UV, from the sun, to near infrared, which is in one of these devices. You've got red and the near infrared. Near infrared you cannot see. UV light you cannot see. All the other spectrums from blue all the way to red, these are the visible light spectrums that we can see. So when you see a mask, they'll oftentimes have these different visible light spectrums. But let me tell you what this actually does. So what happens is it hits a different wavelength at a different depth. So red, which therapeutically we've already said is between 630 and 680, 630, 660 nanometers. That's like where they're doing a lot of the research, between 630 and 630 and 660 nanometers of red. That does not hit the surface of the skin. That goes through the skin. The one that hits the surface of the skin in terms of the shortness of the wave is UV. That's why when you go out in the sun hits your skin and it reacts. Now that creates a cascade of effects that happens when you have UV on your skin. It signals those melanocytes, right, to produce melanin, to stimulate that melanin production, produces melanin. Then that signals this whole cascade of hormones. It even affects your spleen. And it affects your spleen, and that you're then having this kind of reaction, this another cascade of hormones reactions that comes to the rescue that helps with the oxidative stress. So UV not only affects your skin, because that's the wavelength, it's that surface, but it affects your organs of your spleen. I find that incredible. I find that absolutely incredible. So it is a different wavelength that has different types of reaction. The red wavelength goes through the epidermis of the skin, that's the outer layer of the skin, goes to the dermis, which is that middle layer, where collagen is produced and where elastin is produced. And it stimulates those organelles, the mitochondria, to produce more ATP that affects the energy of the cell. As we age, the energy of our cell goes down. I know. It's like a lot of other things, but the energy of our cell goes down, but we can trick it into producing more ATP and producing more energy by hitting it with certain light wavelengths. And the wavelength of that light that is beneficial for the skin is the red light. That's the one that's beneficial for the skin. The blue, in terms of collagen and elastin, in terms of healthy aging, red and near infrared is great for healthy aging. Blue, it's a shorter wavelength, so it's more surface. That's why it's used with a lot of acne, because it helps, it has a antimicrobial effect in that it helps to kill the bacteria. It affects the bacteria that is oftentimes the cause of acne. And so blue light is more beneficial for acne, whereas red light is more beneficial for collagen production, fine lines and wrinkles, melasma, those kind of things, okay? So it stimulates, so the long wavelengths, the near infrared and the red, passes through the deeper layers of the skin, and it changes what happens to us on a cellular level. How many 30-minute sessions a day can you do on your face? It's not, you don't want to do more than 30. And the reason, the way that you can tell, it really depends. If you've got a shitty machine, sorry, if you have a device that is outside of that, say you've got a red light device and your red light device is at about 600. All right. Let's say it's 620 to 750. Let's say your red light device is at 625 and it says plus or minus 5 nanometers. That means that you're getting a red light, but it's not in the real therapeutic part of the red light spectrum, which is from 630 to 660. It's not at the depth of the skin in which it can stimulate collagen and production and elastin. You may have to use that light for a much longer period of time because it's not in that therapeutic wavelength. So I would say follow the directions on the device. And as a guideline, I wouldn't do more than 30 minutes a day. So on times when I'm trying to heal my skin, I could potentially do a 30-minute session, even on the Omnilux, which has a 10-minute timer. If I'm trying to heal my skin from something, I will press this button 3 times, which would give me 30 minutes of a session with that. So that's kind of the guideline, because when you have way too much ATP production, you've stimulated that too much, like if you went to sleep in a red light therapy bed, your skin is going to get super itchy. So it's not like an unlimited amount is great for you. No, you can have those skin cells over energized, which can cause inflammation in the skin. So as a guideline, I wouldn't do more than 30 minutes a day. And if you're following my protocol, you see that I don't do really anything more than 30 minutes a day when it comes to the skin. Okay, so what happens is that light, whether you can see it or not, bypasses the epidermis and goes to the dermis when we're talking about red and near infrared, and it changes the way that the cells of the body and the genes are expressed. So red light can offset much of the vision loss even, so it's good for your eyesight for 1 to 3 minutes a day. And our cells just get less efficient as we age. Thanks, I thought that's what you meant. I wanted to clarify. Oh yeah, sometimes I'm talking so fast on this side of the camera that sometimes I'll say the wrong thing. I'm just loosely basing it on an outline, but you get tongue tied. See, I just did it again. I started microneedling at home once a month and can really see a difference in my skin. I'm telling you, creating those micro traumas. Okay, this is not my first rodeo, people. I've been doing this stuff for a long, long time. I've been going to school to learn how to live longer, and I've been doing the hard knocks way on how to make your skin look younger. But everything is so connected, right? You really want to make a difference in your skin, watch what you eat. Don't eat processed food. You really want to make a difference in your skin, give up alcohol. You really want to make a difference in your skin, sleep more. Exercise. All of these things are connected, and then we throw in the fun stuff like this. I would like to catch, Linda Lake said, I don't know, I'm so sorry I'm late, but I'd like to check the whole entire thing later. You look great. Oh, thanks so much. Okay, so Linda, if you want to be in the drawing, you can invite some people to this live right now, and then after I post this to my main feed, tag 3 people, and then comment away, and the more you comment, the higher chance you get. And I'm actually announcing the winner tomorrow on tomorrow's live, which is going to be about social connectivity and longevity. You guys, talk about things that are like you don't think they're related. Loneliness, social, this kind of disconnect that we have even through social media. There's a lot of evidence now on social isolation and connectivity to other human beings that will help us live a lot longer. And I'm going to give you some real tools in order to help improve that. Okay. So if you don't think that ultraviolet, like I did this little analogy a little bit earlier, but it's hard sometimes to understand that when you shine a red light on something, you can't just shine any red light on something and call it red light therapy, first of all. And second of all, to understand what it does to our body and to our skin on a cellular level, to our bodies on a cellular level, it's going to help you to understand, oh, I really do need to incorporate this if this is something that I want to work on. Makes sense? You're such an inspiration. So glad I found you. Thank you. Thanks, Jessa. Okay, so ultraviolet light, we talked about that. That's the energy from the sun that we don't see. But just even a few minutes of ultraviolet light a day can help things like set your circadian rhythm, which is why I do that. No, you do not have to cover your eyes with red light. It actually helps. Red light actually helps with vision loss. So you don't want to look directly into something that's super bright, but the masks have the holes in them, and the amount of light that goes into your eyeballs from these masks are perfectly safe. They're perfectly safe. You do not need to have any sort of eye protection. When I use this big panel, I don't use eye protection with this big panel either. What I do is I just simply, when I'm looking at the light, I keep my eyes closed, or I'm even cast down. I can like read something or be on my phone and it's just have my eyes cast down. But then at various times, I do want to literally put my face directly, no protection, because it's going through my eyelid skin. We just determined that it goes through your epidermis, right? It's going through your eyelid skin, and it's helping with all of that circulation, all of the stimulation of those cells to improve multiple bodily functions, right? But to stare directly into any bright light could be damaging. So you don't want to stare. It's not like you want to have a staring contest with a red light therapy device, but it is safe for your eyes and will often improve your eyes because, we lose our vision as we get older as well. We become, I forgot if it's nearsighted or farsighted, where you can't read up close, whichever that one is. My brain just completely shut off for that. So the concept is that light has many different wavelengths, and it's that length. If you think about your skin and the length that it would take to get down to where the collagen is produced, that's the length of a red light. That's the length, not the length of blue, not the length of orange, not the length of cyan, not the length of purple. There's a lot of different types of light therapy and what they are supposed to do. And red light is the anti-ager color of choice. That's my color of choice. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles, boosts collagen, overall facial texture, and reduces scarring. So somebody else asked about stretch marks. Yes, red light therapy helps with stretch marks. Red light therapy helps with circulation. Red light therapy helps with melasma. If you have melasma, you need to be very careful about near infrared because near infrared could have some heat to it, and you want to make sure that you toggle off whatever near infrared setting you have if you have melasma. But blue is our acne fighter. It kills the bacteria crushing acne. It's also been shown to help with psoriasis and reduce damage caused by the sun. And the other one that this one had was the yellow, which calms inflammation, reduces redness, promotes skin hydration, boosts lymphatic flow, which helps remove toxins and increase skin hydration. Yeah, so you'll see these masks that sometimes have multiple colors. You got to figure out what it is that you're wanting to treat. If you have acne, you want to use the blue light. You can also use red light for acne, but you want to use specifically, you want to use blue as in addition. Yes, it helps with stretch marks. If you're somebody who want to firm up your skin, they're saying that the white light, that makes no sense to me. So I would just, honestly, that makes no sense to me because white light is basically a light that you cannot see. And I'm not sure what this article was where I got this from, so I would not even pay attention to that. The main colors that you want to pay attention to are the blue, and then the blue and the red and the near infrared. These are the main ones that I like to talk about. Yellow will calm the skin and reduce redness. But if you have something like rosacea or something like that, that can help a little bit. But most of the main therapeutic ones are the blue, the red, and the near infrared. Okay, so it has to do again with how long those wavelengths are. Blue wavelengths, they might be shorter, they might be more like this, but they're shorter, so they're more on the surface of the skin. Red penetrates through the epidermis down to the layer of collagen production. That's why red is more for, healthy aging of the skin. Okay. So the visible light, blue to red, we already talked about that. So the blue light is 380 to 700 nanometers. That's the therapeutic range, but blue light in general is 450 to 500. So you really want to get in those therapeutic wavelengths. And I wanted to tell you guys that this mask by DiTiana is in those therapeutic wavelengths for both the yellow, the red, the near infrared, and the blue. And this is the one that's up for grabs. Okay. Somebody asked earlier if you need to use sunscreen or if you could use sunscreen and then it bypasses the mask. Remember that it does. It's bypassing the whole epidermis of the skin, the whole outer layer. So it doesn't matter if you have makeup on. The only thing is if you do have makeup on, it just makes it more difficult to clean your device afterwards. But you can absolutely stand in front of these panels or put one of these masks on when you've got makeup on because it's not treating the surface of the skin. It's bypassing through all of that. Okay, what else? So from longest wave to shortest wave, we already went through that. It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. This is the longer wave. So that near infrared, which you can't see, which the therapeutic wavelength for that is 800 to 880. That is getting to the level of like bone. Even they think sometimes to the bone marrow, right? So that's really, in terms of longevity, red and near infrared are where you want to invest your money. Does that make sense? Okay. What else did I have? I think that was it. We already went through the benefits. We already went through how it works. I think that's it. Oh, look, and it's 101. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here, everybody. Let's see if there was any other questions before I jump off of here. Such a beautiful mask. Yay. Okay. Okay. Happy church. Oh, wait. Thanks so much, God. Everyone. Happy Sunday and enjoy your church tomorrow. Thanks so much. I'm going to be here tomorrow, you guys, after church. I feel like sometimes, listen, I'm not a religious person. I am a religious person, but I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spiritual person, one with the universe. I like to connect with nature and all of that stuff, but organized religion has not really been my thing. I grew up Baptist, and my kids went to Catholic school, but my first husband was Buddhist and my second husband is Jewish. And I feel like I lived in Asia for 6 years and I just accept all, but when life puts something right in your path, I tend to listen. So I'm listening, and life put that little church right in my path that is a very progressive, open church. And if I were to ever go to a church, that would be the one that I would be going to. So it's less than a 1 minute walk from my house. And I just thought, somebody's speaking to me and I need to listen. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thanks everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to post this. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to post this to my main feed. And then you tag your 3 people, share it, share the live if you can, to as many people as you can as well, get them involved. But that would be great. In fact, if you share it back to me, if you just share my live back to me, I'll give you an extra vote to get this. So when you hit that little airplane button, once I post it to my main feed, tag your 3 people, hit that little airplane button and just share it back to me if you don't want to share it to another friend, and I'll give you an extra vote for that. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 o'clock, and we'll have a winner of this mask, the Gitiana mask, tomorrow. Okay, have a great rest of your day, everybody.